Hey,
Hey.
so I'll be asking you to do a number of things today. Some of the things may be easy for you, while some other things may seem hard.
Mm-hmm.
Most people do not seem to know every answer or finish everything,
Okay.
but please try to do your best.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Should we go ahead?
Yup.
Okay. Empty. Point to the picture that shows empty.
D.
That's right. Let's try some more. Point to the jar.
A.
Point to pear.
C.
Point to dose.
D.
Point to pen.
Pen.
Yes.
I don't know. C.
Point to festive.
D.
Point to exhausted.
A.
Point to identical.
B.
Point to canine.
D.
Point to astounded.
C.
Point to currency.
A.
Point to descending.
A.
Point to ravine.
Point to
Ravine.
B.
Point to tethered.
C.
Point to pinnacle.
A.
Point to opaque.
B.
Point to solitary.
C.
Point to bucolic.
D.
Point to ponderous.
B.
or Sunday dinner. Pension. It was raining this morning. Lee saw a duck in the water. Then she saw a frog.
Okay. Now, I will play some recordings. You will hear different things like stories, commercials, and people talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Listen carefully because I cannot play them again.
Okay.
After each one, I will ask you questions about what you heard. And this picture will be here to remind you to listen carefully.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Sally is doing her homework today because tomorrow her family is going to Grandma's house for Sunday dinner.
Okay. What day is Sally visiting Grandma?
Sunday.
Jackie plans to get her brother a puppy for his birthday. First, she must get her parents' permission. If they say yes, she will go to the animal shelter and make her choice.
What does Jackie have to do before she goes to the animal shelter?
Get a parent's permission.
Grandfather, look! My kitten climbed high up into the tree. Come down, kitty.
Don't worry, Annie. She's all right.
I called to her, but she didn't move. I'm going to climb up there and help her down.
No, Amy, you don't need to climb up there. Your kitten will come down when she's ready.
Why did Amy want to climb the tree?
Because our kitten is has climbed up the tree. He wants to get her down.
Okay. What reason did Amy's grandfather give her for not climbing the tree?
He said that the kitten will come down.
Hey kids, how would you like your very own mug free? Choose from 4 see-through plastic mugs. Each mug has a picture of one of your favorite wild animals. There's a gorilla, a kangaroo, a giraffe, and a lion. To get your animal mug, have Mom or Dad pick up a gallon of Dairy Princess milk at any grocery store. Remember, Dairy Princess is the best milk for growing kids. And it's the only milk that gives you a free animal mug.
What do you get free?
Mug.
Name 2 of the animals that are shown on the mug.
Gorilla and lion.
Richard and his sister went to the circus. First, they saw a woman taming a lion. Then they watched elephants doing tricks. Finally, they saw people standing on horses' backs as the people rode them. And all the while, clowns were making faces and doing tricks for the crowd.
Which animal did Richard see last?
Horse.
Julie enjoys watching sports on television, especially soccer. She also likes to play basketball with her big sister. Still, she would give up both of these to play volleyball at the park with her friends.
Which sport does Julie like most to watch on television?
Soccer.
Hey kids, don't pass up this offer. You could spend all day at the zoo absolutely free. Cut out the word Chewies from 3 specially marked bags of Chewies. The word Chewies from any size bag will be accepted, but no individual Chewies wrappers, please. Send the 3 cutouts to the address on the specially marked bag. Then we'll send you a free pass to the zoo. And when you go to the zoo, pick up a bag of Chewies to chew on. But don't feed Chewies to the animals. Chewies are only for people. Limit 1 pass per customer. Allow 4 weeks for delivery.
How many cutouts do you need to send in to get a free pass?
3.
After you send in the cutouts, what is the longest time you will have to wait for the free pass?
For the delivery, 4 weeks.
The 4th of July is Troy's favorite holiday. Every year, his family watches the morning parade downtown. In the afternoon, they have a picnic at River Park. In the evening, they all go to the fireworks display at the high school. The fireworks are Troy's favorite part of the day. The proposed office.
What is the first event Troy's family goes to on the 4th of July?
Parade.
Building has several advantages over the current one. It is closer to a major highway. It has a more efficient heating and cooling system. It is better insulated, and it has better parking.
Name 2 advantages given for the proposed building.
Better parking, better insulated.
Gerald has 3 main reasons for running for class vice president. First, he wants to make a contribution to the class. Second, he has never been the class vice president before. Third, and most important to Gerald, he wants to be in politics when he is an adult, and this election will give him good experience.
What office is Gerald running for?
Vice President.
To Gerald, what is the most important reason for running for office?
I don't know.
Walking is good exercise for people of all ages. It requires no expensive equipment or clothing, and it can be done at any time of day and in almost any place. Unlike running, there is no stress put on the walker's joints. Best of all, it stimulates the heart and lungs and helps condition many different muscle groups.
What advantage does walking have over running?
It for the heart, lungs, and muscles.
Besides health, what is one reason given in support of walking?
One,
One reason given in support of walking.
stress. No, I don't know.
Here's an amazing offer. Get a copy of the complete Handbook of Olympic Sports absolutely free. Just join the Sports Writers Book Series, a continuing collection of the finest books on sports, written by top sports writers and carefully selected by our staff. You'll be billed only $16.95 for each book you receive, far less than you'd expect to pay in a bookstore. And for a limited time only, we'll send you the first book in the series, Runners and Running, at less than half price. Just imagine, less than half price for the first book, plus your Olympic Sports Handbook absolutely free. Don't wait. Send $7.95 today or call toll-free to use your credit card. We'll rush your first book and your free handbook within 3 weeks. Each month thereafter, we'll send a new book in the series. Cancel anytime after the first book. Operators are standing by. Pick up the phone and call now.
What is the first book in the series about?
Don't I don't know. Can't remember.
I have some stories and passages for you to read. You could choose to read out loud or silently. After each one, I will ask you questions about what you have read.
Okay.
Tell me when you have finished reading this passage. You can start now.
Proverbs are well-known sayings that sum up apparent truths about life in a few words. Better late than never. Practice makes perfect. A stitch in time saves nine. Human beings almost just one page.
Yeah, you're done with that?
Yeah.
According to the passage, why do most people like Proverbs?
Yeah, easy to remember.
Okay. What were the oldest known proverbs written on?
Clay.
Why did the author mention Benjamin Franklin in this passage?
Because he popularized many proverbs.
Okay. Where do you think Ben Franklin found the proverbs he included in Poor Richard's Almanac?
Don't know.
Which part of the passage tells you that not all proverbs are very old?
It says old or new. Proverb remains popular in advertising.
Okay. Which part of the passage tells you that not all proverbs are very old? Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. We are done with that. Okay. Which of the proverbs mentioned in the passage is a comment on computer technology?
No, no, no.
Which part of the passage tells you that proverbs are common in many different parts of the world?
Where don't know.
What is the author's main message in the last paragraph?
The author basically shows the popularity of the proverbs, why they are so popular.
Okay. Tell me when you have finished reading this passage and you can start reading it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. What is the author's main message in this passage?
To save the whales from extinction.
In what two ways have people been the primary reason for decline in humpback whales?
One is the fishing, and the other is the use of it in soap industry, in the industries basically.
Use of what?
Use of the oils, whale oils. The fats.
How do large humpback whales cause fishing nets to be lost or destroyed?
The whale sometimes pulls off the fishing net. It gets attacked. It gets the fishing net gets um, on the whale, and he sometimes takes by force he takes the fishing net into the sea.
Which parts of the whale are sold to make products that people use?
Fat.
According to the passage, what two things might happen to a whale caught in a fishing net?
He might starve, and yeah, I can just think of that.
What caused the humpback whales to begin making a recovery?
Sorry.
What caused the humpback whales to begin making a recovery?
The people.
Approximately when were there 100,000 humpback whales in the world?
Millions of years ago.
What does the passage suggest is likely to happen to the humpback whale in the future?
It will extinct, but people need to save it because it's beautiful.
Okay. Tell me when you have finished reading these letters to the editor. You can start reading now.
Both the letters.
Yes.
Done.
According to Tanisha, what three things might happen if zoo prices are not raised?
The animals will be sold off. That is the one thing. Children will not have the experience, the learning experience. And families will not have three, right?
Yeah,
Two.
three things. Yeah.
The family will not have any place to go for entertainment. Hmm.
Why does Tanisha believe that increasing the cost of snacks and souvenirs is an unrealistic solution?
Because she says that it only offers 25% of the entire of for zoo. These sales only offer just 25%, which is not enough to fund the zoo.
What is the main reason that Tom is against raising zoo prices?
The main reason is he says that the attendance will be less if they increase the prices. There will be a drop of attendance.
According to Tom, how should the zoo boost its income?
The zoo should sell give sell souvenirs and concessions.
What important information is missing from Tom's letter to prove that zoo attendance dropped because of the price increase?
He only talks about the attendance being increased because of the price and not because of the other factors.
Tell me when you have finished reading this passage.
Okay.
You can start now. What suddenly made this hike so difficult?
The clump of rocks.
What was the most important thing the women had to do to overcome in order to scale the rock?
Fatigue. They had to overcome fatigue.
What kept the women from turning back when they saw the 20-foot cliff above them?
They wanted to just do it. They were determined enough.
Near the end of the climb, why did Angela refuse to check on Sherry's progress?
I don't know.
Okay, so now I will be reading some questions to you. You may use this paper and pencil at any time to help you work on the problem. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Robert has 6 toys. Together, Robert and Max have 15 toys. How many toys does Max have?
Robert and Max have 15 toys. Nine.
If you flipped a coin 10 times, how many times would you expect the coin to land on heads?
I mean, it's a probability. Ten times. I mean, if you flip a coin. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what answer to give.
Do you want to give it a thought?
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
Flipping a
We'll
coin
move.
10 times, right? I don't know. Five times. 5 times?
5 times? Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Mrs. Rivera served cake for dessert. She cut the cake into 6 equal pieces. If Carlos eats 2 pieces and Jenna eats 1 piece, what fraction of the cake would be left?
Carlos eats 2 pieces and Jenna eats 1 piece. Half.
Okay. A classroom has 4 rows of desks. Each row has the same number of desks. There are a total of 24 desks. How many desks are in each row?
Six. Six.
Okay. If today is the 3rd of the month and Anita's cousin will come to visit on the 17th, how many weeks must Anita wait until her cousin arrives?
Third. When is Anita coming? 2 weeks.
Okay. If you cut a cake into 6 equal pieces, what fraction of the cake would each piece be?
1/6.
Which choice shows what this triangle will look like if the graph paper is rotated 90 degrees to the right?
It will be rotated at 90 degrees.
Yes.
It will be B. Correct?
Put these fractions in order from the smallest to the largest.
Smallest to largest. This one.
Can you tell me the number, like the fractions?
This is 0.5.
No,
Oh,
like can you
1/5,
just...
1/4, 1/3, 1/3.
Find the perimeter in meters.
Perimeter.
Yeah, in meters.
18.
What is the next number in this pattern?
One 20.
Assuming angle A is 90 degrees and angle B is 20 degrees, what is the number of degrees in angle C?
A is 90.
And B is 20.
$70.
Kurt went to sleep at 10:30 p.m. and woke up at 7 a.m. in the next morning. How long did Kurt sleep?
Eight 8.5 hours.
Paul has scores of 95, 80, 85, and 80 on his first 4 math tests. What is his average test score?
95, 80, 85, 95, 80, 85, 80. 85.
Which choice shows what this figure would look like if the graph paper is rotated 180 degrees?
C.
Mary had $200. Then she bought 4 tires. Each tire cost $35.50 plus $3 each for balancing. How much money did she have left?
Okay. $46.
Which decimal is closest in value to 5.6?
.8.
This pie chart shows the money made by each booth at a fair. Which booth raised exactly $90?
Exact $90. 90.
Yeah.
Sweet shop.
The charity drive reached 1/4 of its goal in March, 1/3 of its goal in April, and 1/6 of its goal in May. What part of the goal was reached during these 3 months?
Don't know.
What is the solution to this problem?
Don't know.
Of these numbers, which ones are prime numbers?
2, 5, 7. Prime numbers.
Yes.
2, 3, 5, 7, 2, 3, 5.
A bank charges a monthly fee of $8. You may write 20 checks a month for free. After 20 checks, you are charged 30 cents for each additional check you write. What will your charges be for a month in which you write 40 checks?
Don't know.
How many different kinds of sandwiches can Kevin make using one kind of bread, one kind of meat, and one kind of cheese?
Don't know.
What is the maximum number of 2 by 2 pieces that can be cut from a 10 by 8 cake? The Carver baseball team bought 10 dozen candy bars at $3.75 per dozen. They sold the candy as a money-making project for 50 cents per bar. What was their profit?
Don't know.
Okay. So, do you want me to return the? Do you want to return the paper and
Yeah.
pencil? Okay. So now I will ask you. I'm sorry. Now I'll ask you to write some sentences. You will be using a pencil without an eraser. So if you make a mistake, just cross it out.
You tell us.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That is Okay, so this one has been done for you.
Okay.
Here are two sentences. The dog has fur. The cat has fur. These sentences can be put together in many ways. One good sentence that combines these two is the dogs and cat have fur. This is a complete sentence that means the same thing as these two. It also uses the correct spelling, capitalization, and punctuation.
Okay.
Now you try. Okay. Here are two sentences. Cats are pets. dogs are pets. Write one sentence that means the same thing as these two. Remember to write a complete sentence with the correct spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. You can write your spelling here. Yeah, there. Okay.
Done.
Now here are two sentences. The frog is green. The frog jumps. Write one sentence that means the same thing.
Done.
Okay. Here are two sentences. Mark has a sister named Anne. Anne is 6 years old. Write one sentence that means the same thing. Okay. Now try putting these three sentences together. Antonio is a fast runner. Antonio is a strong student. Antonio won the Best Athlete award. Write one sentence that means the same thing. Okay. Here are three sentences. Marcy bought a new car. Her old car cost too much to repair. Marcy's new car is smaller than her old car. Write one sentence that means the same thing. Okay. Now, I will ask you to write a different kind of sentence. This one has been done for you. The word is and. Here is a complete sentence that uses the word and. I like dogs and cats. It also uses spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. Now you try. Think of a sentence that uses the word the. Remember to write a complete sentence with the correct spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. You can write your sentence here. Done? Write a sentence using the word or. Write a sentence using the word until. Write a sentence using the word of. Write a sentence using the word an. Write a sentence using the word than. Write a sentence using the word as. Okay, you can give that. Before we proceed, do you want to take a break?
Yes.